and today I'm going to talk about bias in moral judgment. Okay, what is the definition of bias? Bias means the action of supporting or opposing a particular person or thing in an unfair way because of allowing personal opinions to influence our judgment. Okay, so how this bias is existed in moral judgment? Okay, commonly we tend to consider the ethical attitudes of others worse than our own. We also tend to take whatever snippets favor our own position when we receive information about certain topic. Then, in doing so, we sweep to the side and quickly forget the opposing information, or we taking that what is said by many as truth just because almost everyone is saying it, or sometimes we call it as an utilitarian judgment. Furthermore, we as a human always facing a challenge in making judgment, especially when we are facing dilemmas. We tend to value the outcomes and consequences first, and this value usually comes from our own personal perspective, like is it acceptable to, or would I do this in order to get this? There are two issues that may arise when we talk about bias in moral. Okay, the first one is bias and truth, where we need to truthfully ensure why an act is permissible or impermissible. We cannot give subversive reasons. We can't engage in deceptive reasoning. If we give different answers to the question of what is permissible or impermissible, then we are not being truthful and we are being inconsistent and unreliable. Is bias and inconsistency, and how bias can lead to inconsistency. Okay, personal bias will clearly lead to inconsistent moral belief. Generally, it starts with what the person already believes or wants. However, if a person starts with what they need or want, they tend to operate under bias to then justify it in any way that they can. So, in doing it, they will minimize consideration that are against what they want to believe, and will maximize consideration that are in favor of what they want or believe. I could against abortion because I value human life as worth. Yet, if I agree to capital punishment, which I say that criminals should be punished, I'm changing the belief system on that right. I'm not sticking to being consistent on the worth of human life, and I'm making an exception based upon what I think it is justifiable. Okay, so in conclusion, another inconsistent that exists in our moral beliefs are really not ethical beliefs at all. This is because they are self-serving and it rely upon personal bias, which is just an expression of personal feelings. They reinforce our own belief without being objective and without being subject to ethical evaluation. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.